Hello and welcome to CWID 101, Section 8, Mythbusters in Criminal Justice. So my name's Stephanie Breach and I'll be your professor this semester, and I am excited and looking forward to having you guys in class. I just wanted to take a few minutes and kind of go over the syllabus and talk a little bit about what class will look like. So CWID, which is Connecting with Ideas, is a class that everyone takes when they come to CWI. And just to make sure you're kind of aware of the purpose of the class is to help you identify different resources, to work on different skills that will help you be a good college student. Now, as you noticed when you were registering, there were lots of different sections of CWID with different topics. And you chose the most fun one, of course, Mythbusters in Criminal Justice. But just to make sure you understand, in this course, it's a 3-credit course, and so about 1/3 of the class will be talking about Mythbusters in Criminal Justice, and then about 2/3 of the class we will be focusing on some of those research and skill building things. So I just want to make that clear. Whenever we have the, when I read the course evaluations at the end of this class, students say, oh, I wish we spent more time on Mythbusters, which I totally get, but please understand that that's kind of what the breakout of the class will be. So every week we'll be looking at Mythbusters, but we'll also be looking at some of the other things. So this class will be conducted entirely online. It's on Blackboard. And it's very important that you make sure you have reliable internet access to be able to do this course. If you're trying to do it on a phone, sometimes students try to do their work on a phone. I just don't think that Blackboard works very well that way. So hopefully you have a laptop or desktop that you can work on. Online courses, and especially summer courses, can be pretty tough. In a normal semester, we would have 16 weeks to cover the material. In the summer, we condense that to 8 weeks. So we're moving at a faster speed, and then online, you have to do a lot of self-directed work. So I would encourage you to make sure that you stay organized. One of the things that I see that helps students who are successful the most is that they are organized. And lots of times when students do poorly in class, it's not because they don't understand the material, it's because they didn't plan ahead and organize. So as you go through this syllabus, which you'll find in Blackboard, the last couple pages are a schedule right here that's going to talk about what we're going to do each week. And my suggestion for you for this class and any classes that you're taking is to figure out, and we're actually going to do this as an assignment in week 2, but figure out what type of system works for you. Are you a person who likes to use the calendar on their phone to keep track of things? Do you like to have a planner where you write things down? In fact, here I am. I like to have a planner. I write things down, when assignments are due, what I need to open. Whatever works for you is going to help you stay organized. So each week we have 3 units that we're going to talk about in this class, which are 3 different myths. The first myth is that crime is on the rise. The second myth centers around the Miranda warning. And the third myth center around the death penalty. So each unit is 2 or 3 weeks that we'll work on those. And so the way that my classes work is that the new week opens on Mondays at noon. And so on Monday, I'll open up the weekly folder that will have all of the work that you need to do. And there are multiple deliverables that you'll have. So for example, this week you'll have an introduction post, a scavenger hunt assignment, an assignment where you have to send me an email, a writing assignment that I call journals, and then a pre-test that you'll take. So when you click in Blackboard, if you look on the left side menu, it will say Our Classroom, and then it will have the weeks, and you can click into the weeks, and it will list out what you need to do. So again, make sure that you stay on top of those things. The deadlines will also be in there. But each week you'll have a journal assignment, which basically is just a weekly writing assignment. Each unit will have a quiz at the end. And then another assignment that we'll do starting during week 2 is what we call a Did You Know assignment. So each student is going to be assigned a week to present a Did You Know fact. And what that means is I need you to, oh, hello, sorry about that. I need you to research a fact about CWI or something about being a student, and you'll share that with your classmates. And so oftentimes you will walk away from class with an amazing list of resources that you can use. The catch is that did you know facts can't be repeated, so you'll have to keep an eye on what your classmates use as their facts. So I'll have more information about that in week 2. At the end of the semester, you're going to work on an assignment where you pick a myth in the criminal justice system and work on dispelling that. So again, we'll talk about that more later in the semester as well. That's a quick kind of overview, but I would encourage you to get the syllabus, print it out, look at all the assignments, and then shoot me an email with any questions. So I am working remotely this summer. I'm not on campus. So email is the best way to get a hold of me. In this syllabus, I talk about that I will email back within 48 hours, but most often it's that day. So I ask you to do a couple things when you email. Number 1 is to please use your school email address when you're contacting me. That way I know that I'm talking to you since I'm talking about your grade. And then secondly, on the subject line, please put the class that you're in. So put CWID 101. I'm teaching 3 different classes this summer and they're all different. So when you tell me which class you're in, it will help me be able to get a response to you quicker. There is no textbook needed in this class. All of the readings that you have assigned will be in Blackboard and available for you then. We also have kind of a cool thing, and this is the first time I've done it, but we have a tutor specifically assigned to our class, and she will be in our Blackboard shell, and her name is Lucy Jensen, and you guys will have a chance to meet her this semester, and she will be a great resource for you. So, first things, get in Blackboard. Take a look at the syllabus, get the week 1 folder open and see what you need to do. One of the things that you'll need to do is there's an introduction discussion board, and that's where we'll get an opportunity for us all to meet each other. This class is not a work at your own pace. There are deadlines every week for you to be aware of. After we get through the first week and see if there's any questions, I will open up weeks in advance. So for those of you, I know summer, oftentimes people are traveling or have obligations, though who knows with this crazy summer, right? But that will give you an opportunity to work ahead. So we'll get through the first week, make sure everyone's doing okay, and then I'll open up the additional folder so that you can work ahead if you want. Okay, great. Well, I'm so looking forward to you. For those of you that this is your first experience at CWI, welcome. I've taught here at CWI since it opened, and I love it. I love working with the students, and I especially love teaching about criminal justice. I guess just to tell you a little bit about me, prior to working here as a professor full-time, I worked in the juvenile justice field for 12 years. So I worked as both a juvenile probation officer and then later as a director of a youth court program. So I do have a lot of practical experience working in the criminal justice field. Now, in addition to teaching, I also run our internship program. So for those of you guys who are criminal justice majors, an internship is an option that you have before you graduate. So we'll have opportunities to talk about that. Okay, have a great day today, and I will see you over at the discussion board. Thanks, guys.